So I purchased 5 Barbie Basics dolls. Which ones did I get? Do you remember which ones I said I would get? Well, surprise, there's a change in plans. They all look the same on this side of the box, but on the other side, it shows the doll that you purchased. I did say I was going to get 2 guys, and that's what I did. I sure did get 2 guys. And the rest, well, I'll leave that as a mystery so that you will keep watching the remaining of my reviews. But this review is devoted to Ken, model number 10. I'm most excited about my guy dolls. Look at his skinny little legs. I still hate his clothes. They look like he just woke up and needs to fluff out his curls because he was wearing a do-rag all night, so his curls are flat. I'm figuring he is a match to Ken number 165, the wheelchair Ken. And you can see I already put him in a sweater to offset the over-patterning that's going on. Then I'm going to try him on the normal body so you can see what his head looks like on Ken Fashionista number 165. Are you wondering where we've seen this Ken before? You probably seen the muscular version of him as he was part of the Ken Looks line as Ken number 18. And the blonde version, also in the Looks line, with the flocked scalp, for the most part, as Ken Looks number 5. These are his predecessors. So he finally got a darker skin tone, or a suntan, I guess you can say, because he's not that much darker. It's supposed to be one of their Latin shades, but I call it more of like the redneck white color. So it's just that Ken and Barbie tones tend to be a little more pink. And so I don't have a shade range that matches this in regards to integrity or JHD. There is nothing special as far as the stand goes. It's the one that goes around the waist. Right now, I'm trying to only keep 2 of each color of the bases just in case I want to use the Barbie stands as a table topper or actually use the stands, though I have much better stands. But I just threw a whole bunch of these away in the trash. So, there's the stand. Okay, so out of the box, there are some things I want to note. First of all, he was tagged in the back of the head. I hate that so much. His butt sides are just painted on like the holiday Ken dolls. He has no flocking like Ken number 5 or 18. I guess they've just given up on the flocking since doing it this way, well, is much cheaper. The other things to note are that his knees are the right color. Somebody wanted to know if you can see if there's any kind of paint change on his thighs. That's where it usually goes from matte to gloss or gloss to matte. And so far, his body is looking pretty darn good. He's wearing these sandals, and as you can see, his toes are defined, though not any more so than Ken's toes normally are, I don't believe. We can check, because I've never paid attention to Ken's toes before until he was wearing these sandals. Okay, so yeah, there's no difference. He actually does come with a little beaded bracelet, which is actually a rarity because Ken's rarely come with jewelry. I mean, outside of a watch. The fabric is very similar to the You Create dolls. Sort of a semi-stretchy polyester-like fabric. Let's go ahead and see what he looks like naked. Okay, so he is. He's still long in the torso, and he has thinner legs in comparison to, say, his old body. Let's go ahead and completely strip this guy. Doll nudity is on this channel, so hopefully you can see this. Let me zoom in a bit so you can see better. The chest is slightly narrower, and the legs are much thinner. He's also thinner around the arms. I'm going to go ahead and compare him to my BTS dolls. Both bodies for the upgraded and the playline version of the BTS dolls have the same exact body. There's obviously more articulated points on the new 2026 Sean Ken doll. However, the BTS dolls are articulated at the wrist and the elbow and the knee and the ankle, and they have larger feet. They have more definition in their torsos, and they're obviously paler, but they have smaller necks to go with these smaller, thinner bodies. I think that's something I was hearing people complaining about, that it was kind of odd that he had this skinny body and this thick neck. And obviously there are lots of different types of bodies in this world, but I'm pretty sure they did that so that you could use all your Ken heads with this body, because he does have that interchangeable neck peg. That's the whole purpose, is to be able to pop any head on that body. And none of the heads would work if they made the neck thinner. Though I do agree it does look a bit odd, but it's not that bad. If you're wondering if he can fit BTS clothes, well, let's check. For the pants, if you get a Velcro extender, then it fits. I mean, for the most part, it fits, but the Velcro doesn't close. It is, however, a perfect fit for shirts and blazers, as you can see. The BTS dolls, especially the upgraded ones, come with gorgeous clothes using quality brocades and other types of higher quality fabrics. Am I going to be putting them on this Ken? No, my BTS dolls are going to stay in their clothes. Ken just needs to start coming out with better clothes. As far as his clothes are concerned, I'm going to be making them into pants and doing some adaptations to his existing clothes. I'm going to add a tag to a link of another video where I also extended the length of pants. It's probably going to be more detailed than what I am going to show in this video. Sorry for the sideline, but I don't know if you saw the new Barbie Deluxe style that's coming out. She comes with these sweatpants that have Velcro so you can remove the bottom and make them into shorts. Or you can re-add them and make them back into sweatpants. And I plan on doing that very same thing with these pants. In fact, I have another example I can show you that's on an Integrity doll. He has the same thing going, and you can see right here where the joint is, where they're shorts, but they used a zipper on this particular doll, and you can unzip it and then they're shorts, or reattach it and they're pants again. For a shirt, I'm going to try and make it into more of a jersey style, but we'll see how it goes. The first thing I'm going to do is make sure I have a good 1/4 inch hem here and figure out how long his legs are. Basically, I just want to see how much length I need to add. I folded the shorts on the side so the legs are clear to see. His legs stop here, but I'm going to need a bit of a hem. I'm going to cut it pretty far down because I need leeway up here for the Velcro and down here for a wide hem. So I'm going to cut it right about here, which I'm going to do off camera because that's so much easier. So I've cut 2 sets of them, and I'm going to sew the hemline first, and then I'm going to sew down this way. I'll need a pretty thick hemline at the bottom so that I can feed the elastic through at the bottom to draw it in at the ankle. So I'm not going to sew it all the way down because I need to be able to feed the elastic through. I'm mostly repeating this for myself so I don't screw up. Okay. Whenever you get these dolls, their hair is so weird in the back. I always trim the back almost all the way down because usually when guys have shaved sides, the back of their hair is cut pretty low. And then I'm going to use just regular Elmer's glue to keep his hair in place. I mean, you can also use hair gel if you have a really strong hair one. But, I'm cheap and I don't use hair gel on my own hair. Plus, Elmer's glue does wash off with some hot water. So, this is what I've done so far with his hair. And I'm going to now continue working on the pants. I'm going to take the soft end of the Velcro and I'm going to wrap it around the bottom of the shorts on the inside. And I'm going to take the itchy side, I'm going to wrap it around the top of the pant bottoms on the outside. I didn't bother doing a hem at the top, and that's up to you if you want to. If you're going to sew the Velcro on, then you will need to do a hem, but I knew I was going to glue it on, and the glue is going to seal the ends. I personally feel that Carlos Noguera is a huge fan of 80s style clothes, and he's secretly trying to bring 80s style back. And so, it's like, whatever, Carlos, fine, let's go there. Let's go all the way back. Let's bring back 80s pajama pants. Let's bring back hammer style pants for men's comfort. All right, so I went ahead and gave him the added bottoms that you can rip off so they could be shorts again. And to make them blend in more and hide the patterning a bit more, I went ahead and gave him outside pockets to blend in with the bottom to make the 2 pieces more cohesive. And then I did a jersey trim on the shirt, though unfortunately a little bit of glue got on the other side and it looks like he snotted on himself, so I'm gonna have to do something about that. Probably just recover the whole thing at some point. So the way I did the shirt was I just flipped it around backwards so that the part where the Velcro is in the back is facing towards the front, and then I took a seam ripper and I popped it completely open, and then I did a slight triangle cut for the jersey neckline. When the jersey is closed up, it kind of reminds me more of a hotep style. If you're black, you should know what I'm talking about. But if you're not black, hey, there's this thing called Google. Feel free to look it up. So this is more hotep style to me, especially like college hotep style back in the day. And I still think it's cute closed up. Let's see what this shirt would look like with a different pair of pants, and what the hammer pants would look like with just a regular t-shirt. So the new Sean, I'm going to name the skinny version of Sean Carlos. And you can see he's getting ready to do the Running Man in his new hammer pants. And if you don't know who MC Hammer is, here comes a hammer. What? Still don't know? Am I aging myself? Google exists, okay? And you're on YouTube. You can just type MC Hammer in YouTube and you can get a really good video. And you can see the pants. These aren't as exaggerated though. Here he is with the jersey style top and some jeans. I feel like Mattel putting him in clothes that was so baggy was their way of getting you used to putting your guy in oversized clothes, because the pants he is wearing now are just knockoff, run-of-the-mill, cheap AliExpress pants that on a normal doll would appear much tighter. They wouldn't have the look like I needed to iron them. I mean, they would just be perfect on them, but on him, they are super baggy. I already knew that I was getting a thinner doll, and I knew he was going to be wearing pajama pants, and that was pretty much our biggest complaint, that they didn't provide him with clothes that fit him and his new body. And I will defend Mattel on giving him the thicker neck so that he could be swapped with other doll heads easily, but not tailoring a pair of pants to him for your customers. I just feel like that's a bit messed up. I think it's no bueno. It's no bueno for Carlos, okay? For my second doll, I'm hoping that his hair dries in this position. I want to name this guy Cody. He's the guy that's in the frat that's near the beach, and he spends half of his time in the ocean surfing. He's not like the other frat boys because he's the chill guy. He's Cody Banks. And all he does is surfs, and everything's cool, right? You know, his hair is mostly cut in a bowl cut position, but his hair is naturally curly because of the ocean waves. And you know, if you grew up anywhere near a beach, especially in California, there's always this one guy. And I swear his name is Cody. And so this is going to be good. So now you see what the new Sean would look like on a standard made-to-move body, and also what he looks like on the skinny Ken doll body. I was getting a little frustrated and wondering, okay, well, what other pants am I going to ever be able to fit on him if I don't want him looking like he's sagging and wearing his older brother's clothes? And so I also tried on some shadow high pants on him, but they are too short, even though that's also supposed to be a 12-inch doll. So that is a no-go. But then I started thinking, you know, I have these My Scene pants for Ken, and I always use them on curvy girls. And I've always expressed that if you cannot find good pants for your curvy doll, use Ken pants for your curvy Barbies. And then I was like, wait a second. Doesn't that mean that there's a high possibility that regular Barbie pants fit on this skinny Ken guy? Oh my gosh. And it works. I'm so excited about that. And just to exaggerate that fact, I got some pleather shin split pants on this Ken. And though I have to say that this particular pair doesn't meet perfectly in the back, so let me just pull out another cheaper pair of Barbie pants. And just look. See how well they fit him? I mean, ignore what I did for the trim of the shirt because it's fraying and I need to just burn it down. But the pants I got from AliExpress, it has a sewn-on belt that are attached, and look how good they look on him. Has anybody seen that black male model on YouTube named Wisdom? He can dress in anything because he's got that lanky body. Well, this guy's body is lanky like that. So now you can get him into fashionable pants because they're Barbie pants. So yeah, this is a game changer, folks. Ken can wear Barbie's pants, which opens up a world for him as far as pants go. His chest is pretty much the same broadness as all the others, so he can still get into any top and just be fine. And if you want to put him in regular Ken pants, you can give him a baggy look. This is going to be pretty awesome. I'm really happy that I have these two bodies. And One can go on a draw, so I can just put any Ken on that body. And of course, I can also put this Ken on a regular body. So, what do you think? Are you gonna put your Ken in some of Barbie's pants and restyle him to make him the most stylish guy you have in your collection? Or would you just prefer him to have a body like Cody? Because, he kind of does look better in the regular MTM body. But I can style him better in this skinny body. So right now it's just a matter of preferences. So you guys tell me what you think below. And thanks for watching.
If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for playing dolls with me.